Hello and welcome to the 22nd, I think that's right, installment of Liverpool versus everybody. Been a while, and as you know, we usually don't come on here with would've, could've, should've's. We come on here with for sure shots, and the for sure shot and the factual actual is that we got Sadio Mane. Round of applause, everybody. No, okay. Yeah, I think there's a larger percentage that isn't thrilled about this transfer. You'd be led to believe that it's mixed, meaning that it's somewhat of an equal uh, part between the supporters who favor this transfer and the supporters who don't. I think it's more of a 90-10, and I'm probably exaggerating a little bit, but I think a lot of people aren't sold on what he could bring us for whatever reason. I think a lot of supporters are kind of irritated that it seems like Southampton is our kind of feeder club now. It feels like over the last 3 4 years we've been getting players from them, from their team, and not many have worked out. I don't think any have really worked out. I mean, I guess you could say Klein. I'm not a huge fan of him, but you could say he probably has been the best. I'm a firm believer Sadio Mane will prove to be leaps and bounds better than any of the Southampton players we've gotten over the last few seasons. He's been better than any forward player we have. Let it be Coutinho, Lallana, Firmino, Sturridge, whoever, over the last couple seasons. So um, I'm thrilled about it. It would have been nice if we could have got Van Dijk with him. I thought he did really well with Southampton last season, and it'd be nice if we can get him to come in for Lovren, Sacco, whoever. Um, so yeah, this video is mainly just about us getting Sadio, and I feel like it was well worth the wait. I think everybody, well, speaking for myself, I was itching to get another signing, and preferably somebody who I'm more used to watching every week. Um, Not that that mattered. I mean, but I feel like I don't know. It's a comfort thing to get somebody who you're somewhat familiar with, and Sadio Mane is a guy from Southampton that I wanted anyway. I never knew we would be in the running for him. Even when the rumors came out, I never thought they were true because I never believed rumors until they happened. So yeah, I'm thrilled, man. I'm really happy. A lot of people are complaining about the money, which is going to be the case. It's fascinating to me how supporters get so caught up in these transfer fees as if it's coming out their pocket or something. I mean, if we have the money, spend it. If we feel like it's a player that's going to work, get him. That's just how it works. I think he's going to work out fine, far beyond what a lot of doubters think he will do. Um, but yeah, I'm thrilled about it. So I can say how happy I am about it for the next 10 minutes, but I'm gonna go into talk about Skirtle. You know what? Let me rewind and go back. Jamie Carragher is another player for some reason that Liverpool supporters seem to be totally in love with, from what I can see. Um, of course, I'm in the minority. I was never in love with him, and I don't like him post Liverpool as a pundit, and all these comments he makes are usually 85 to 90% ridiculous and foolish. And he came out to talk about the money thing and how it was too much, and we're not going to know how good the transfer was until we see Sadio Mane play. And I guarantee you, mark my words, check this date, write it down, write my name down, YouTube channel, whatever. Sadio Mane is going to come good. I think he's going to average anywhere between 15 and 20 goals for us every season. And I think starting this season, he's going to come out with a splash. And I'm hoping he can take over a Lallana spot, but I wouldn't be opposed to him taking over Coutinho's spot. Because as I've said before on this channel and other channels, I believe Coutinho could go. I don't care what you think. That's my feeling about it. And so, um, another player who I do respect and did like when he was playing with us is Stan Collymore. And he came out with something about Henderson's, about how he admires his work rate and how hard he seems to, how much how much fight he usually tends to exert, but he's just not fit for, you know, England or let alone Liverpool. And the fact that that's our captain, that's the guy who's wearing the armband, is a disgrace. And again, I know there's a lot of you who love him. You can continue loving him. There's nothing for me, in my opinion, to love about him. He's another overrated English player, as most of them are, as we saw against Iceland. And I don't believe that was an upset. I think Iceland was just a better team. They wanted it more, you know. So anyway, I'm kind of tailing off, but that's kind of how I feel about Milner. I think he works really, really hard. Although I prefer to keep Milner than Jordan Henderson any day. So I'm not gonna make this video about guys I feel like we should let go and not let go. I'm gonna let the committee do what they do and hope for the best this season. But I will segue into another Liverpool favorite for some reason, for some people, Martin Skirtle. And there's no need for me to repeat what he said. You all have computers or phones. You can find out for yourself. But I will briefly just say I think Skirtle should be dismissed right away. He shouldn't be on the Liverpool payroll a second more. He should be gone today. If he isn't already, he should be gone. I'm not sure why the talks, transfer talks, and whatever has been stalling this long. If he had a problem with Klopp not playing him, should have talked to Klopp about it. You're a grown-ass man. You don't go on public, excuse me, you don't go on social media and disrespect him like that. And now he stated this apology where he says that his friends, he's so busy with football and with life, and he has his friends, come in and insert things on his various social media outlets. Well, that's all fine and cute. At the end of the day, anybody with sense would tell these people, hey, I love you, I trust you, please don't put anything on there that's going to cause me any trouble. Thank you. I don't know if his friends were high off drugs or drunk off, alcohol, but whatever the case may be, I'm not buying the apology. What I would buy is the idea that he could go. And so, whether it's Fenerbahce or whoever else in Turkey that wants him, I don't care what team it is, get him out of there immediately. He's a poor player anyway, and I'm tired of all these people saying that, oh, he proved how poor he was in Euros. No, he didn't. He's been proving how poor he is in a Liverpool shirt for the longest time. Open your eyes and see. He's been poor. Get him out of there. So, yeah, it didn't surprise me really. The social media thing is gotten out of hand. With athletes, not just football players, but all athletes coming on here saying all type of crazy stuff. Their wives coming on, their mothers coming on. Man, just doing stupid stuff. Just don't do it. Don't hit send. Write it maybe. You shouldn't even be writing it, but if you write it, don't hit send. Think about it and erase it. It's not worth it. I just don't understand it. But he needs to go, and if that's not more of a reason for the committee and the club to just say, have a good one, Skirtle. Take care. Well wishes. Then I don't know what is. But anyway, yeah, excited again about Mane and it was incredible to see. When I speak about Sadio being better than our forward players, I'm not saying in the case of like Coutinho that he's, can be crafty with his feet and maybe every 4 games shoot from 80 yards away and maybe make it with his left foot or right foot or whatever. No, I mean goal scored, assist, game changers, game winner. He had the fastest hat trick in Premier League history against City. Although I don't really rate City that high, but City's consistently top 4. They're doing better than us every season. Against us, that 3-2 comeback they did, that was pretty much all Sadio Mane. He's not going to be a Lallana on the wing, spending half of the game dribbling with his feet and doing tricks and then passing the ball away and then missing opportunities. I think he's going to come in and really just the way that we play with the gegenpress, he's perfect. He's perfect for that. So I'm a firm believer in having Mane in up there for Lallana or Coutinho. Keeping Robbie Firmino right under the striker. Maybe bringing in another winger. Ibe is not going to cut it. We know that. There's no one we have on our squad right now in those positions. I think we need to bring in at least 1, if not 2 more wingers. That's just my opinion. I'm tired of our backups being Milner, Ibe, or Ojo. Although I feel like of those 3, Ojo gives us the best going forward. Milner works hard, but for me, he's a bench player, and I think him coming in would solely be just for that. He's not a starter. He's to come in and just maybe give us a little more energy towards the end. So I'm looking to bring in at least hopefully one more, but I'd like to get two more wingers. The next video will probably be about waiting for the Euro to be over. As you know, the Copa America is already finished, so I'm going to come back with a video, the 23rd installment, just speaking of players I've noticed in both of those competitions that I feel like maybe could fit in, whether it be defenders, midfielders, strikers, goalkeepers, bench players, or whatever. So until then,